Okay, y'all, my apologies again. My video cut off, so this is a part three, but we're gonna roll with it. My laptop has not failed me when it comes to filming, so I do believe that this will be the final take. And I do apologize. I didn't realize I like filming from my phone, it's just easier, but it's something with that storage going on, and I'm deleting several videos, pictures, things that I'm not using on there, and it's still just going cutting off on me. So just to keep things safe, I'm gonna just stick with using my laptop to finish this out. So I was basically blending out my concealer, and I'm at the end of doing that. And so next I'm gonna go in and set my under eye using my favorite Hourglass Veil Primer. So I've mentioned this before. This is the one I use to set my under eye, and it's really a good one. It's so translucent. I love it. It blends right into my skin, and it just does a good job of setting that concealer under the eye. And I take whatever is in the lid and I just tap it and blend it. So I love this. And excuse any background noise. As you know, my smoke detectors have been going off. There's an issue with the batteries. I've changed them a couple times. They're brand new batteries. I think it's the wiring. So that won't be fixed for a while. But my kids are here too, so they're making noise in the background. Mom life. Gotta love it, right? So once I do that, I love to go back with my foundation powder and just blend it even more. So that's what I'm going to do with the under eye concealer. And again, y'all, this is my favorite foundation. It is perfect for oily girls. If you have sensitive skin, it gives you a nice buildable medium to full coverage look. I just love it. And this is how I put it on. I love to swirl it and just like buff it into my skin. And I love to apply it in sections when I put it on. Love to do it this way. Also, I tap like 3 times into the compact, and that just gives me the level of coverage that I need. But as you can see, it just blends right into my skin. And another thing that I love about this foundation is that I'm the same shade year round. Like, I don't find myself having to buy a summer and spring shade. I just make the shade that I have work year round, because I believe once you put your bronzers on, you highlight, conceal, and all of that, everything just comes together. So this is just a no fuss foundation for me, and this is how I love to put it on. And this is it, guys. Like, very easy application. If you're a mom, busy working woman, on the go type of person, this foundation is where it's at, in my honest opinion. Like, I love it. It's just that kind of foundation. I'm hitting pan on my deep dark black powder, so I go in a few times, but I like to also put this on in sections. And if you watch previous Get Ready With Me's, I talk about how I double set with my powder and setting sprays. So that's what you see me doing here now. And this foundation just gives a nice finish, very, very airbrush like finish to me. I absolutely love it. And if you want to know about my skin type, I am an oily, sensitive, acne prone combination skin type. And this foundation works really, really well with my skin. So after I do that first layer of foundation and powder, I love to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I just do a nice spray. And I love to do that so that everything can like melt into my skin. Love how that just allows everything to kind of mesh and melt in. Going in with my Holy Grail CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronzer. I definitely have hit pan on this, but if you know me, if you watch my channel, these get ready with me so far, I love to use that foundation on my sweater. Um, I love to go in and use everything up, so I just kind of swirl and then I'm gonna go in and contour. And then I just go in sections. And I love bronzer. Just really shapes the face. And go in on the other side. And go around my temples. And I don't know if y'all are noticing, like, this foundation is just really blending absolutely well with my skin. Like, it takes no time to oxidize. It's just, it's perfection in my opinion. I love the coverage. I love the finish. This is just my favorite. Next, I'm going to go in with my blush. Again, I'm going to use for today my Avon palette. I showed this in my previous Get Ready With Me, but I'm going to go in today. I think I'm going to use this shade here and just it's like a peach tone. And this is the Avon. It was a limited edition bridal palette called the Iconic Blooming Blush Palette. But I got it in, I couldn't remember when I got it. I actually got it in 2019. And it's just the perfect palette to me. It's for dark skinned women, all shades. Like, it's just very brown girl friendly. So I'm going back in, you guys, and I'm setting one final time with my powder all over. And again, I love to take it in sections. And I'll go in a few times just to make sure I have enough product on here, just because, like I said, I've hit pan and I want to make sure that I have enough to properly set. And I do. Like, I use this until I get to the very end of it. I love this powder. So next, and that's it with the powder. Next, I'm going to fix that part. I'm going to go ahead and spray. Actually, no, I'm going to do my inner highlight. I dropped the one that I normally use, which is Shroom, and I don't feel like hopping up to grab it because I appreciate you all sticking with me this far. So I'm just going to take a shade that's in this palette. I think, let's see, what can I use? There isn't one here to use, so what I am going to do is I'm use my Nicole Guerrero Anastasia palette, and I'm going to probably just take this Forever Lit shade and just put that in my inner ducts. And this is not the brush I typically use for that. I thought I had the right brush, but it's okay. Okay. Love highlighting the inner ducts of my eyes. So next, I am going to go ahead and give this an overall spray. As you guys have noticed, I've used this Palladio makeup setting spray in the matte finish. I got it from Sally Beauty Supply. I have been using this in the last few videos. My holy grail is the Urban Decay All Nighter, but when I ran out of that, I had a gift card for Sally's, so I just went and got this, and it's actually been good. But when this is done, I'm going back to my holy grail, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter. But I might test out a few more setting sprays. I want to try the One Size, and I want to try, I think, who had one? I believe Morphe has a new one that I haven't tried as well. And I just let that melt in. And then I go in with my highlight. So today I'm going to use, again, my Nicole Guerrero Anastasia palette. And I think I'm going to take the same shade that I just put in my inner ducts. I think I'm going to let that, because I have on this white sweater, just to make it, give it some pop. I think I'm going to put Forever Lit on my highlight. And this is potent, so I'm going to lightly tap it, and then I'm going to tap away the excess. And then just, and this palette is good if you really love highlight. Like, it has some shades in here that really sheen and shine on the skin. See, and that looks like that might be too much, but don't worry, I'm gonna go back and fix it. And that probably happened because my setting spray was still quite wet. This one kind of goes on a little wetter than my all-nighter spray, and it's okay. It's okay. So it's just beaming, and that's good. I think from here I'm gonna go in with my mascara. Now I already had on one coat from earlier today. I had a funeral to attend, and so I didn't even do my makeup for the funeral. I was running behind, but I wanted to have something on, so I just literally did a coat of mascara and gloss. But I'm gonna go in now with maybe one extra coat, maybe two coats, and a piece of that mascara flicked on my nose. It's kind of hardened, so it's like on my lashes. It's gonna be hard to put this extra coat, but I'm still gonna just work with it as much as I can. And this is the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Like I've said before, I like this one for like a quick, gets the job done, and it really does bring out my lashes. The only issue that I have with it, I feel like it flakes, but honestly, now that it's quite older, like I've been used, it's gotten a lot of love and I've used it, it's really not flaking as much as it initially was. So I will say that I guess over time the formula hardens and it's not as flaky at every application. Um, and I've been using this consistently probably since I think I started using this in December, maybe or early January. You know, it had to be December. But yeah, so there we go. And I'm going to just finish up with a coat of my Praline NYX Butter Gloss. And that is it with the foundation application for today. Just something light and easy. Again, this is, I pretty much do the same steps, just using different products to get the look that I go for, which is a matte look. I love matte, and I love a slight glow, which I usually do with my highlight. And so the foundation, as you all know, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. I love my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. I put it in the bag here, but here it is. I love this. Will forever repurchase it. Will forever have it in my collection. It will stay the same, and it stands the test of time as far as I'm concerned. It lasts all day, and if I do find that I get a little oily or have some shine breakthrough, I just use my blot powder. But for the most part, that's like minimum, especially if you have a good primer on. And today I did use my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. No, I did not. Today I used my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. So I shouldn't have many issues with needing to touch up. And it's a 5 out of 5. If you enjoyed what I've shared today, and if you stuck with me to the end, I ask that you subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. If you're a brown skin beauty and you have a similar shade and you're just looking for someone to follow that has those same tones as you, I'm definitely going to be putting out more foundation reviews. So I welcome you to subscribe. And all my girlies and guys, if you want to subscribe and see more reviews, more content, more foundation, get ready with me. So I'm happy to come back and continue to bring you more. Please subscribe. Comment below if I've been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. And as always, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.